Bacon. You know you love it. Today, you're going to learn how we turn acorns into bacon and some other benefits of raising pigs you probably never considered. Our secret? Here on our homestead, pigs are part of an ecosystem.
No! No, oh God! Oh, no!
After 3 years of raising pigs, I don't see our farm functioning without these brilliant porcine wonders. Bonus points if you can drop the book reference in the comments. We've got these pigs here because we started with very little knowledge and a whole lot of trial by fire with these guys here. These boys came to us ready to forage and rotationally graze. Putting them in the forest and moving them regularly to a new location meant that we could grow out these red wattle mix piglets to over 250 pounds each with very little feed. They feasted on the forest floor. We began with a 16 by 32 hog panel pen in order to train these boys to an electric fence. This would make our job rotating the pigs easier. In a new location, they may hit the hot wire once, but stay safely inside the line for fresh exploring and snacking all day long. That's where book smarts paid off. They rooted and browsed and exercised what Joel Salatin calls the pigness of the pig. Their long snouts meant that they could till up the ground and help us clear more of our underbrush where we needed to make space. It also meant that these pigs couldn't stay in one spot for long. The street smarts we learned was that pigs love the woods. They would tear up a paddock quickly, but there are no straight lines in a forest, and all the paths for electric fencing had to be hand cleared. It's an arduous task, so we opted for larger paddocks and moving less often just to keep our sanity. After about 9 months, this little piggy went to market, and so did that one and that one. To date, we've raised and processed a dozen pigs. Idaho pasture pigs are a breed of choice. They take twice as long to grow out to a butchering weight, and they cost more to start up. So why would we choose to raise them? Let me break down a little farm math that makes this backwards idea make sense. We were hooked on pigs no matter what. They're fantastic. The gentleman who pays the bills means that all of our kitchen scraps turn to bacon. And when we butcher chickens, our dogs can only eat so many gizzards, so the leftover innards also turn to bacon. The piglets born here will either be sold as income, up to $400 a piece, or, you guessed it, become bacon.
Here, pig. Here, pig. Got him! Now how do I do this?
Cue the move. As in the past, we were so ready for this event to be a mad dash for survival and security. But we have some order created after years of experience making a bunch of mistakes. This time, we are building a system that will carry us through an entire year of pig rotation. It will lower our feed cost and nearly eliminate the pig smell altogether. Tens of thousands, and I mean thousands of acorns dropped in our woods this year, and it's time for the pigs to earn their keep. Bo and the boys created space for perimeter fencing by clearing brush and precarious trees where the electric line would go. These pigs are used to polywire, so they ran 2 lines creating a fence. And we were today years old when we learned we do not have to cut the line to change the fence, and this gadget gives us more options when building the next paddock. Go figure! I'm sure some of you are smarter than we are and have been doing this technique for years. It's cool to get a look into someone's life journey, but it's even cooler to take your own. If you're like us from 5 years ago, you've dreamed about getting out of the city and making your own way on acreage, imagining what you'll grow and what you'll raise and where your kids will play. But you may need someone to guide you along the way. You may need someone to help you get off your tail and homestead. We are peeling back the curtain in this course to show you how you can create your own customized plan to leave the suburbs and begin your own homestead from scratch. In this course, you'll learn where to find land, how to create income, increase your skill level, and establish your homestead. Check out Get Off Your Tail and Homestead. We guarantee you'll love it, or we'll give you your money back. Now here's where I could skip to the good part, but then you'd miss the funny part. We did everything right.
Conditions are perfect.
But instead of a mad dash and food-happy animals, our midday move was utterly uneventful. Bill had fat man in a little coat syndrome.
Richard, what's happening?
We will never know if he would in fact fit down the lane because he in fact did not even try. That lane through the woods was littered with acorns and bugs and old leaves. It was basically a snack path and we never stood a chance.
Come, oh, here, pick, no.
So we regrouped and decided to wait to feed these vile beasts their morning meal until after we moved them. I mean, it's not rude to call a pig, and they'll do basically anything for food. So, with great fortitude, we set out to move Bill and Missy to greener pastures, or more accurately, a browner forest floor.
Here, pick.
Oh,
Here, pick. Okay, now go get Mom. Okay, all I got. Here, pick. Here, pick. Here, pick. No, guys. Here, pick. Ollie, get the camera. Here, pick. Good girls. Good job. Here, pick. Oh, watch out, Finley, watch out. Finley, here, pick. Oh, they're doing it. Here, pick.
Night and day, friends. This was a breeze.
You got it, buddy. You got it.
And just goes to show you how much a person can learn over a lifetime. We have moved pigs a dozen times before, but never these pigs and never to this site. Here's a quick tour of our plan for this pig rotation area. We designed a 12 paddock rotation system. Each section has gates to allow easy movement from one to the other. We'll build them one paddock at a time, and the grease on the wheel really comes when we move them. No more cutting the wire and coming back to clean it up months later. Instead, the whole system is going to be committed full-time to pigs. By the time we get to paddock 12, paddock number 1 has rested long enough to be used again, full of bugs and decayed leaves and other yummy things that pigs love. Why the forest and not a pasture? Well, that's what our land is telling us it wants. Our forest will never become pasture, and it wouldn't be stewarding the land well to clear it and force it to be that. And I know goats are great for clearing too, but by this point, y'all know how we feel about bacon. By letting the forest be a 2-acre sponge, we can allow our pigs to help turn the soil and balance the ecosystem. We can either clear out their spent bedding and manure and convert it in our own composting system, or we can simply let it lie and cycle with the seasons to become fertile ground for the next year. Something we haven't shared yet is that Missy is likely pregnant. But future piglet preparations will have to be for another video. Today, these two are enjoying pig heaven. Speaking of piglets, no rest for the weary here. These 4 will get trained to a hot wire this week and will soon join Missy in a space separate from Bill. Only one of these pigs turned out to be breeding quality. Pigolina will be sold to start a new line of Idaho pastured pigs, and the other 3 will be available to grow out as feeder pigs. We'll list those soon on our Instagram, or you can email us for pricing. So, in the grand scheme of the farm, this is our argument in defense of the pig. Toss out that idea that they're simply smelly or dirty. Pigs enhance the efficiency of the homestead. And I must pose this question: would you really wish for a world with less bacon?